Hello, my name's Rolande Dupre, and this is Making Characters for Toy Theater. I have two characters, two horses, one facing one way, one facing the other way, and they're operated by horizontal tabs, which you'll receive in your kit. There's another way of operating the puppets, and that's from above. Now I'm changing sets here, and that's the coral reef that I've hand-drawn. I've also hand-drawn a fish and put it on string. Now this, you'll see, is different because the fish has two sides to it. It can be in profile one way and profile the other way. And also with the strings, you can get the fish to go up and down differently. There's another way of using the vertical hold, and that is with a tab. So a vertical tab can do the same thing as the strings on the marionette, only you can see the movement is a little bit different. It's more directed. So to recap, here is the horse with a horizontal tab, and I'll show you how to cut that out so that you get the feet into the tab. And here are our two vertical operations, one tab and one string.
Here is the figure of the horse, and I just wanted to point out to you before I start cutting what I'm going to be cutting. I'm going to go up through here and cut over here and all around, of course. I'm going to cut all the way around, except I'm going to leave this tab here, I think. And because I want to leave that ground level, I'm going to just mark kind of where I want to cut so that when I put my tab there, I can sort of overlap the tab and it won't show on the other side or within the figure. But what that means is that I have to cut these things out. So those have to be cut out. And while I can go up here and do a right angle and go up into this area with my scissors, I can't always get in there because I want to keep this ground level. So normally you'd use a cutting tool like one of these to do that, and that's certainly allowable. But I don't want to cut into the table with that, and I don't have my cutting board here. So I'm going to use my I do have to cut over here because even though I want to use my hole punchers, I've got to make sure that I can reach there. So the hole punchers are not reaching there. So here's one hole. Another hole. Can I fit a hole in here? I think maybe I can't. I don't think so. I don't think that'll work for this piece. I think I will have to cut into that piece to make a slice in there to make it start. Okay, so we're ready to cut.
So I've sped up the video so we won't use so much time in cutting. I'm using children's scissors and being careful in cutting around the edges of the drawing. And of course, with the scissors, I'll be able to get into those holes and splits so that I can cut out those interior cuts. And just want to take this opportunity to talk a little bit more about these figures. You can make all kinds of different things if you copy and paste and put things together from non-copyrighted material. These are cutouts and clip art I've discovered from a book on non-copyrighted clip art. So there's a lot out there that you can find for these characters. If you don't feel like you can draw your own, that's okay. And you can make up your own stories for these characters if you like. I've included the tiger and the horse together. because one is a predator and one is not a predator. And I've also included a wide variety of fish that you'll see in the kit. But you can certainly draw your own, and that's a lot of fun to make up your own stories with your own set of characters. You can see I'm cutting out that middle portion now, having started it from that hole, and doing the front feet, the space between the front feet. And it's ready to be added to that horizontal tab. I can glue the tab onto that ground place. Here I have the fish, and you'll see you have actually two sheets of fish, and if you look closely, one is going one way and one is going the other way. That's so that you can have two sides to the character, and when you put the character on its vertical tab, you'll be able to operate it so it turns one way and then the other. It's important to know how your puppets or characters will be manipulated. And if you can have different characters on different kinds of tabs, that's fine. It all depends on your story and how you want to tell it. You can also tell your story with different people involved. You can have a musician or a couple different puppeteers. You can do it by yourself, to a recording. You can do all kinds of different ways you can produce your story in toy theater. These figures are just to get you started, and you can make up your own story with them or make up your own characters, or if you find that you want to tell a story with other people, that might be a way of doing it too. So it's up to you what ways you want to tell your story. And this is the vertical tab on that two-sided fish. You can see I didn't really line up the fish very well. There's white showing on one side, but that's okay.
I've got the fish that I've drawn and made two pieces out of, right? And I have also cut a piece of thread, just one piece. And like before, I'm going to use my glue stick and glue all over the one side of the figure, back. And then I'm going to put one of the threads, I'm going to try to get it so it's like that, so it's glued on, so it's sort of a hook. And the other side of it as well. You could knot these. I think that would probably be better if there was a knot in them, but we'll see. And the outer edge should come out here and out there, out near the mouth and the tail. Oops. Let's put some more glue over here. Okay. And then we'll put this on. Hopefully this will help. I don't know if it'll come out or not. We'll see. I'm testing this. It's going to be a very, very lightweight marionette for the toy theater shadow, or toy theater or shadow. Actually, you could do shadow with this.